people come from care, some people come straight from prison, some people come straight from their family homes, some people get moved on from their family homes by social workers, or members of family either moving away, or yeah, all sorts of things,
Basically, I went a little bit mad on drugs a few years ago, and after some complications with my family, I moved here.
Basically, I started from being in care at the age of 14, and then I went all around the care homes, and then I ended up causing crime, and then I ended up in jail.
I generally just couldn't behave at home. I have a problem with authority and I couldn't deal with rules at all. And then I went to, that was when I got kicked out when I was 15 and a half.
Yeah, so my dad asked me to leave, and it wasn't really a shock until I left, and then it became a shock. And then I went through Night Stop and did all, you know, the rounds, went and met with people and got rejected from other supported housing. And then this was like my last chance or whatever, so I came here and did the interview or whatever, and I was really emotional by that point because I'd been homeless for like 2 months, so I was just a mess. I'd had to leave college, I'd been asked to leave college temporarily to sort myself out or whatever, and then that's how I ended up here.
After the third time of being in prison, probation service made me move in here.
My mum died when I was like 14, and then me and my brother got pushed together because there was no one else for me to live with, so we had to be pushed together for us like to keep my mum's house. And then we was fine to begin with, and then like everything just fell apart, obviously, because we're both, my brother's a lot older than me, so which means that he grieves differently and I grieve differently, and it was no one's fault, just we didn't get along living together.
And then I went on Night Stop for a couple of weeks, which is families that are checked and they're volunteers and they take you in and feed you and things while you're homeless. And then I went to Ark House in Cheltenham, which is an assessment centre, and I stayed there for about a month while I was waiting for a move-in date for Ark House. And then they rang me and said, would you like to move in tomorrow? And I was like, yes, please.
I've taken in homeless young people for about 14 years now. And whereas 14 years ago, most of the young people left home because of arguments and situations being difficult at home, I now find that most of the young people come from broken homes, from homes where the parents have split up and moved on and there's no room, no bedroom for them at home, to parents who've got a new relationship and new family members, new children, and they need their bedroom.
People who've just had a bad childhood and fell out with their parents, left. Some of them fell into drugs, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know if it's for me to say, like, to talk about other people's problems.
Because I was losing all my mates, and like all my proper mates from school and that, they wouldn't speak to me or anything, and like my mum wouldn't speak to me or nothing, she wouldn't ring me up anymore. Well, my mum don't really speak to me anyway, but like normally my mum would ring me up every weekend, and then when I started using, she stopped ringing me and stopped speaking to me.
We live in deception, that beautiful means body. I'm burdened with hurts, I'm unwanted. Will I ever be somebody? I'm spoon-fed ways and reasons to change. I feel alone, and why was
I think most people view the people at Ark House to all be the same. I think that they're all, you know, they see them all in a negative light, whatever that negative light is. Everyone's tarred with the same brush. If people in Stroud know that you live here, there's an automatic kind of opinion they have of you.
They think that people in Ark House are scum. They think that everyone in Ark House is only here because they can't be bothered to do anything with their lives.
I think I've heard a lot of negative things about Ark House. So I was quite surprised that actually it wasn't anything like that. It was very different to what I've heard from elsewhere. It was very, very different, and actually it wasn't negative at all. It was mainly positive stuff that was going on.
But I think if they actually came up and met us and saw how we lived and saw I don't know, just maybe even just a little bit of what some of the people that have ended up here have been through, I think their opinions wouldn't necessarily change, but I think they would definitely rethink a lot of what they say.
And I try hard to say it, but I won't stand down. And when the world's standards fail, you know I won't back down. For you I'm good, and in you I can stand proud.
If I went back in time now, I would be living at home with my parents. Hopefully working with a job and that, earning some nice money.
I wouldn't touch drugs. I wouldn't do any drugs. I would have stayed in school and actually tried. But hey, you can't go back into the past now, you've got to look to the future, haven't you?
I do have aims, everyone has aims, and I aim to maybe, I think trying to take it one step at a time, so my next step is like trying to get a place of my own, a flat. I think my big aim is I've always wanted a nice little cottage on a mountain or something.
Just basically just want to get out and explore the world, to be quite honest.
I'm a lot more independent, and I think I'm now at the age where I'm kind of ready to live on my own, whereas I wasn't before, but Ark House has helped me grow up, I think.
Just try and keep motivated and keep myself busy, because this is it now. I've got to, I've got to do it for myself, so I've got to do it right.
Don't bring me up against this tide. This trivial line, after all, you can't fight with moonlight. Bring me your vital sign. You're like a sun that creeps into the night, defeating me. Will flee, and the conscious will rise with the glory shone into a new bird's eyes. Give me new life, make me a lion. Oh, with wings my love will fly, but my concerns lie apart. You know my mind, it's carved in ancient rock, with the wisdom